Across the globe, there are places which aspire to provide the most exclusive of holiday experiences. Luxurious.
What I am doing is the best you can get in the moment.
Adventurous.
Oh my God, lions! Oh my goodness!
And sometimes quirky.
He is one of the most famous guests, and he has a fan club. He has an Instagram of over 10,000 followers.
But what challenges do these hotels face, and how do they strive to be a top destination?
Anybody could have bricks and mortar in the right location, but in order to stay relevant, I do think it's important to innovate.
With exclusive access, we go behind the scenes.
All right, now let me take you to one of our specialty suites.
Following the staff who work around the clock.
Guys, we need to be fast, yeah? The guest is waiting.
To deliver to their guests whatever it takes to impress.
When you go from one room to the other, you go into another piece of art.
Notice the view is like no other in the world.
All our guests love fantasy and happiness.
We take care of every guest and make them feel like kings.
From Asia to Arizona, Kenya to the Caribbean, Dubai to India. Step behind the scenes of some of the world's most incredible hotels. In the scorching heat of the United Arab Emirates, two hotels rise from the desert. In Abu Dhabi, a hotel situated in the middle of the largest sand desert in the world. But how does it sustain its 5-star rating when it's 2 hours away from the city?
You get to understand the culture of this place, the beauty of this place, the guest that comes. You have everything that you want in the same place.
And in Dubai is a hotel striving to meet the needs of those looking for thrilling adventure, whilst aiming to provide a luxurious place to stay for its prestigious guests.
Every day feels like an achievement. Every day is different, but you get still a good sense of achievement knowing that people have come through your gates and they've left through your gates happy as well.
Approximately 200 kilometers from the bustling city of Abu Dhabi is the Anantara Qasar Al Sarab. Isolated in the middle of the Rub Al Khali Desert, or Empty Quarter.
Empty Quarter is the largest uninterrupted desert that extends from Oman, UAE. The largest part is in Saudi Arabia and some of it is in Yemen. We discovered that it's rich, one of the richest deserts with minerals, water, oil, and all kinds of things that used to be here because this was an ocean before.
To get to the 206-room hotel, guests have to travel for almost 2 hours from the airport. So what is the appeal?
Guests choose to come to this location because they want to disconnect from the buzz of the cities.
The hotel's general manager, Wal Suid, has been working to provide guests with a unique experience since 2011.
When they come to the hotel, they expect, to see the luxury and the combination between luxury and tradition. We combine both between luxury service, traditional Bedouin experience, and the cultural knowledge that they will get over here, and they will disconnect from the world, and that's what we try to achieve when they are here.
The owners believe guests staying at the hotel come here for the peace and tranquility that being in the middle of the desert offers. And this remoteness has certainly attracted some VIP guests through its doors.
We do have lots of high-end guests. They can come here and then know that nobody will bother them, no paparazzis, and then they can enjoy their time. Lots of, some of them come here to write their books or to finish their work, in a quiet environment where they can have inspiration, let's say.
The hotel is spread across 6 kilometres. So the best way to get around quickly and away from the scorching heat is by golf buggy. The hotel has one main pool.
Here we have one of the top 10 pools with a beautiful view in the world. It has voted in 2015 one of the best pools with a beautiful view.
But for those looking for complete privacy, VIPs can book to stay in the Royal Pavilion, a hotel within the hotel, where guests are provided with extra private facilities.
The Royal Pavilion has its own helipad, so if somebody books the Royal Pavilion and have it coming by helicopter, they can just land next to the Royal Pavilion immediately. So this is the Royal Pavilion entrance. It's called the Royal Falcon Villas.
Guests who pay over £1,200 to stay here benefit from their own spa, personal pools, and even their own restaurant.
It's an upper-level service that we give to all our guests that uses the Royal Pavilion.
But for those wanting luxury without the price tag, guests can stay in one of the 42 villas. They start much lower, in the hundreds of pounds, and have unspoilt views over the desert. Although the hotel has developed a reputation for being a place to relax and unwind, some guests choose to make the most of its desert location. Amro Abu Afra is the Activities and Recreation Manager.
It's a little bit linked for the cultures of Emirates, as camel ride or arch. It's a hunting, horse riding, dune bashing, desert hike, and it's adventure every day. All of these activities, it's linked to the culture.
One of the most popular experiences on offer maximizes the desert location.
We call it dune bashing because we are kind of smashing the dunes, but we do it on the safe way. We climb up and down. We reach almost 150 meters in some areas, and we have to go on the big drop. There are some skills you need to learn it before you start off-road, how to read the dunes, because the colors of the sand, it has a meaning. You cannot just drive anywhere. The red one, the dark sand, it's a sand mixed with the oxide iron, and the sand, it's hard, easy to walk, easy to drive on it. Usually we try to avoid the white one. The white one, it's mixed with the salt, and it's like a powder. It's easy to get stuck, and where you need to push the car more to go out. So we try always to avoid it. Here you need to learn how to see it and to read it, so you can know where to drive.
Just because the hotel is in the middle of the desert doesn't mean that the weather is easy to predict.
The landscape as a dunes, it's created because of the wind. And most of the time, the strong wind coming from north to south and make the dunes on nice shape, smooth, where you can drive and climb it. But from time to time, when the wind comes from opposite side, it's make the edge of the dune like sharp, which is not easy to climb it. So we need to be careful while we are driving in that situation to not get stuck.
Amro has been taking guests out on this experience for the last 7 years. It's taken quite some time to hone the skills to perfect it.
During my drive on off-road, I got stuck many times. Every time when you get stuck, you learn more things and you will gain more experience. And you learn how to be patient, actually, because sometimes when you get stuck, you will stuck for like 45 minutes to 1 hour. And you need to be patient.
It is a unique experience because you won't find a desert like what we have over here. The empty quarter is a completely different desert with different views, and that's by itself, it's an experience.
The largest and most popular city in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai. Over the last decade, Dubai has had a tourism boom and is considered one of the most luxurious places to holiday. As the first resort to open its doors on Dubai's revolutionary man-made island, the Palm, the Atlantis has remained an iconic hotel on Dubai's landscape since 2008. Costing over £1 billion and towering over 20 stories high, the hotel has over 1,500 rooms, 23 restaurants, and one of the largest aquariums in the world. And also a water park, Aquaventure. Everything about it is on a big scale. So how does a hotel this size maintain a personal service to cater for each guest's needs?
How are you?
Richie Plaza is the hotel's chief concierge.
From Brazil! The job of a concierge of Atlantis is basically functioning as guest services. So those restaurant reservations, itinerary bookings, what are the things that you need to do while in Atlantis, while in Dubai in general. Very busy, but we'll make sure that the level of service remains consistent.
It's Richie's job to ensure that the guests who stay here feel like they have his dedicated attention.
We are a luxury property and we have a set standards in place to make sure complete guest satisfaction. We never say no to you. We always give you options to make sure that your requests are fulfilled in a timely and efficient manner.
Timothy Kelly is the General Manager and Senior Vice President of Operations.
They're there to provide a very personalized and special service to the guests. And it's about identifying with what their needs are as a customer, what their expectations are as a customer.
Celebrity. Our motto is in service through friendship, so we serve guests through friendship, and the guests will really, really appreciate it. I create the experiences. I'll make sure that when they leave this country, they will not forget Atlantis and, of course, the concierge that has helped them make that amazing experiences and everlasting memories.
Richie is responsible for trying to meet the demands of his guests, whatever they might be.
Hello? Yes, it's me, Richie. How are you? Okay.
Today, a guest has asked Richie to organise a special birthday celebration at the hotel's most popular underwater restaurant, Oceano. They want the hotel's scuba divers to hold up a happy birthday sign in the restaurant's aquarium tonight during their dinner.
They have to very quickly think on their feet of all the different options that they have available to them that might meet the needs of the guest and share those options with them. And you never can come with just one option. You always have to have option B, option C, option D.
7:30, perfect. Okay, that's fine, we can do that. I'm just gonna go and arrange this dive stand holding for a guest in Oceano tonight. So I'll meet Bader, the manager of the restaurant, and then Oliver, the dive manager. Let's make it happen.
It will be Richie's responsibility to coordinate the event, but can he pull it off with such short notice? Meanwhile, over in the hotel's on-site water park, morning training is underway before it opens. It's up to Maurice Kamau as assistant manager to make sure that his lifeguards pass the daily tests.
Today's topic is a prereqs. We are going to have our 200 swim at water tread, and then we are going to head to leap of faith catch pool and picking up the 10-pound brick. Are we ready for this? Yes. All right, let's head down to the aqua beach. Okay. Thank you so much.
The water park gets around 3,000 visitors every day, so routines like this are vital.
All right, guys, let's do this.
Every morning, each lifeguard is put through their paces out in the ocean. Safety is key when you're looking after so many people. No one is allowed an off day.
Is the team ready? It is 2 minutes water tread, hands up. And we are going to start now.
When you have a water park and you have hundreds of lifeguards and attendants that are at play and you have thousands of people in the park on a daily basis, you've got to make sure that all the safety guidelines are in place.
And we are done. Let's come out, please.
They may have finished this part of the training, but it's not quite over yet.
The plan now is we are making our way to the lip of faith catch pool. This is where we are going to do a 3-meter underwater swim that is 10 yards. And then we are going to pick a 10-pound break. The reason why we are doing this is to make sure our team is always ready to submerge and retrieve any guest who is underwater.
They have to be trained, and we have to make sure that they're in the right place at the right time.
Let's go, Scott. Beautiful, thank you.
As lifeguard training ends, Bevan Alexander, water park operations and beach manager, is inspecting the park's slides.
The most important thing is when we do start our days, we need to make sure we inspect all the slides that's located within Aquaventure. The main reason for that is that we need to make sure whichever slides we are looking at is not only safe for ourselves, but also safe for our guests to use during the course of the day. So safety is our #1 factor within the park. We make sure that, you know, if we have 3,000 guests coming through our gates, we've got 3,000 guests leaving our park. And not only leaving our park, but also leaving our park excited and happy that they've enjoyed themselves through the day.
With over 20 slides in the park, it's a big job.
So basically what I'm doing is I'm checking all the grids, that the grids are intact and that it's not loose. I'm also having a look at the joints of the slide as well as the rope that we have just above us over here to make sure that all of that is secured. And then just the surface area to make sure there's no cracks or anything visible that we cannot operate the slide.
The water park is on 46 hectares and guests of the hotel can use it for free. But it's also open to the public who come in and take advantage of the many pools, slides, rapids and rides.
The most important thing is when you're walking around the park during the day, you know, it's just to see that enjoyment on people's faces after they've completed a slide. You know, that to me excites me the most because I know that they're having a good day. I know that, you know, they absolutely enjoy the rides we have on offer for them.
The water park is one of the reasons some guests choose to come here with their families.
Okay, so our slides are good to go. It's safe for our guests to use.
Back in Abu Dhabi, the hotel's location in the middle of a desert may offer a relaxing stay, but behind the scenes it also provides one major challenge: sand. Douglas de Mello is the executive housekeeper and is responsible for ensuring that it doesn't adversely affect the luxury experience guests pay for.
It's actually quite difficult to clear all the sands around the property. So what actually do? We have different methods of cleaning. We use a Karcher machine, which is a sweeper machine, and a bulldozer, which take huge chunks of sands from point A to point B.
Keeping the sand at bay requires a lot of effort from Douglas and the team.
This is the massive machine where you call the bulldozer, and it will be all the time in the desert. So it covers 12 kilometers, and from the entrance of Qasr Al Sarab, Anantara, to the main point where you enter the Anantara Qasr Al Sarab. So every single day, these guys will be handling these machines, the bulldozer, to clean 12 kilometers of the roads.
It's a big job and one that's keeping things busy at the hotel today.
We also have manual sweepers where 2 of our team members will be all around sweeping all the sands around the property.
The sand is very fine, so it goes everywhere. Everybody goes into a cleaning mode.
The surrounding dunes also provide problems for the operations team, whose job it is to ensure that the hotel's 5-star facilities aren't affected by the sand. Upali Baragay is the hotel's chief engineer and in charge of the operation.
Behind me you can see this one of the beauty of Qasr, this larger pool in Qasr, 1.2 million litre capacity pool, altogether 53 total number of pools we have in Qasr. We are having some challenges by desert because it's next to desert, and during sandstorm we have quite challenges. Need to vacuum this very often.
Maintaining the pools is one thing, but where does the water come from when you're isolated amongst the sand dunes of the Arabian desert?
There's two kinds of water that comes to the hotel. One is the potable water that we use in the hotel for showers and everything that comes from Abu Dhabi. There's a pipeline that takes us to 230 kilometers that comes here. And then we have the recycled water to irrigate all the greeneries of the hotel. So we have, a green program where we use all the water to make sure that the green is served.
It's below the stunning landscape where Upali and his team ensure that the water supply is maintained throughout the hotel.
Let's go about to our cooling systems, air conditioning for hotel guest rooms and Hotel Central. This is our chill water circuits covering our entire north, south, the guest rooms, 154 rooms. Then we have massive pumps, chill water circulating around property. It's covering north and south rooms.
Water is a valuable commodity here, and the hotel ensures that it's used wisely.
All the water is coming back to our recycling water plants, whatever we usage. Then plus fresh water we are using for irrigation, almost 1.3 million litre per day. Then from here we are pumping to the water in different locations, in different sections, covering this entire property.
We do a lot for the environment in terms of the green. We have from water reduction in the room where we use special material just to make sure that the water doesn't go. We recycle the water, we recycle the food. So we work with the Environment Agency of Abu Dhabi. We have a program with them that we continue on doing everything for the environment.
Back in Dubai, it's shaping up to be another busy day at the Atlantis. With the water park open, management are hoping that guests make the most of the range of hotel facilities. Alice Brown, the housekeeping impression manager, looks after a team of cleaners who maintain the rooms and suites.
Detail is very important. It's a very busy operation for us, and it's every room that check out, the guest is waiting. We need to turn up the room on time. We have luxury amenities that we use for all our super suite. Those amenities are called Lyric, and they are very beautiful. It's made of gold, kind of. We have a soap that have a cold dust powder on it.
Timothy Kelly oversees the hotel on a day-to-day basis.
When you have 1,539 rooms at the Atlantis, you run an occupancy of about 90% on an annualized basis. Housekeeping is probably one of the most important roles and job functions of the property. In addition to that, it's also one of the most challenging roles, both from a physical perspective in having to take care and process and ensure that all of our rooms are prepared to our standards.
Vinod is part of the house cleaning team and has been working with Alice for 5 years.
Vinod is our super suite staff. Vinod is one of the colleagues who's been here for a very long time. So he's very special. He knows what to do, and they are very important for us because not everybody can do what they do.
Housekeeping.
We've been able to grow a lot of our housekeepers out of that role into either leadership roles within the department or division, or they've transferred in other positions into the property. And I think that that's a great success story for us as well.
Vinod, come here, open quickly. Bring that one in. Start. Press your hand glove.
Today, they're cleaning the Grand Atlantis suite. The guests staying here have paid just over £6,000 per night, and it's Alice's job to ensure that her team clean the room from top to bottom. Alice is a stickler for perfection.
Detail is very important in our job because a big suite like this, there is a lot of kids, family, you know, things are thrown around. So we need to make sure that the next guest coming in shouldn't find somebody's slippers under the bed or things. So our job, yes, detailed inspection is really important.
It's a very challenging task in the fact that you have to move at a pretty brisk pace in order to make sure that you're taking care of the number of rooms that you have to handle on a day in and day out basis.
To impress the guests, Housekeeping Impressions Manager Alice oversees the cleaning operations of all the rooms to ensure that they meet her high standards.
Just make sure that you don't press it too much, okay? We don't want it to be crumpled, yeah?
So it's about things where a guest might return to the room and find something where they go, wow, this has been different, it's special. They're thinking more than just taking care of the room, they're thinking more about me. And that's an opportunity for us to make a difference in the guest stay.
So I need you to start doing vacuuming. And we know you start placing the amenities. We need to be fast, the guest is waiting. Yeah, please, let's go. Fast, 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 guys. Bring your vacuum. Set up the amenities. Okay, Pradinas, myself and you, we need to just check the drawers, make sure nothing is left in the room. See the under the bed, make sure nothing is there, and that's it, we move, okay?
With the guests waiting to check into the room, the pressure is on. But keeping them waiting just a short time is worthwhile if everything is perfect.
Yeah, even though we're under pressure, even the guest is wearing, our standard must remain standard. You know, we have to make sure that we stay with our standard, even though we are very, very busy or whatever the situation is. So we're all done with this suite now. So the last thing I'm going to do is to spread the air freshener in the room, then we move to the next suite.
Building started at the Qasar Al Sarab Hotel in Abu Dhabi in 2007 and took 25 months to complete. Over 10,000 people worked on getting it finished 3 months ahead of schedule, opening in November 2009. Today, the hotel is spread across 1.7 kilometres and has over 400 people who work there. But it's not just a workplace for these staff members, it's also home.
We have the mini mart and the accommodation office, and then we have laundry facilities, the gym, and then we have here daily activities for the posting on every day.
The hotel's remote location means that all staff who work here also live on site. Tasitha Jayarathna is the accommodation manager and responsible for looking after the staff village.
This is the main place. People meet each other, having chat, playing together. So it's kind of it's like binding together.
We provide them with one of the most comfortable housing. We give them all the comfort that they need. We have for them 2 cafeterias, we have a gym, we have a pool, we have all kinds of activities that keep them running and keep them happy.
Tasita and his wife, Sui Yi Min, have been living and working here together for over 3 years.
I came 2015 here, and when I came first time, I feel like, wow, this place is amazing. And then when I enter from the main gate, so I was thinking, oh, maybe this place looks like another planet.
We feel like here is like a big family, and we are always seeing each other and helping each other. And I'm very happy to work here. I feel like it's like my home. Yeah.
The bond is extremely essential because you can't do it alone. You have to have the whole team together. And I'm lucky enough to have a team that has bonded over the years, and we have teams that have started from the day one of the hotel till now. And without them, we cannot do it. We cannot make an incredible hotel. So the whole gratitude is towards the staff that works 24 hours, 365 days, and make sure that every guest leaves with a story out of this place.
In Dubai, one of the biggest attractions of the Atlantis is its aquarium. With over 65,000 inhabitants and 350 different species, it draws in not just hotel guests, but also day visitors. Robert Bennett is the large exhibits manager.
There's a lot that goes into looking after those. So obviously we're feeding them as the priority and looking after any sick animals we might have. And our biggest one actually is keeping the exhibit clean. Our exhibit is it's an open air exhibit. It's all natural seawater, natural sunlight.
It's up to Robert and his team to ensure that all the creatures are well cared for. And with such a large aquarium, it's not an easy task.
We all start at 7 o'clock in the morning. So they go in there with their vacuum hoses and they've got to clean the windows as well. From sort of mid-morning onwards, that's when we're running our guest programs. In between that, we're obviously doing the feeds, of which we do twice a day. So we're preparing anything from 350 to 400 kilos of food a day, depending on the time of the year.
The hotel's policy of trying to exceed guests' expectations means that the pressure on the team is high.
The pressure is to be the best. And working for a company like Atlantis, they take all your excuses away. So we have no reason not to be the best. We have the best facilities in the world. We have the best staff. So it's keeping that high standard. That's where the pressure comes.
You want to make sure that you have everyone trained, that everyone is aware of what their role, their responsibility, their function is, and how do they contribute to that guest experience and what their role is.
As the aquarium is such a popular draw, it's important that there are always new attractions.
So we got some baby carpet sharks here. We're waiting for this one to hatch. It's a zebra shark. We've never actually had one of these born here before, so it's very exciting. So it could be any day now. It could be any minute now. This baby shark is born. So we've got them at sort of different stages. So once they're hatched, then we move them on to the slightly bigger one, and then another slightly bigger tank before they go out onto exhibit.
It's not just the guests who receive 5-star treatment.
All the food we bring in from around the world, it's the best quality food that we can get for our animals. It's the same quality as we would give our guests in the hotel. We've got squid, shrimp, anchovies, milkfish, and mackerel. So they get a good wide variety in their diet.
Feeding the fish has proved to be popular with guests who gather around the tanks to watch the on-site aquarists feed the animals twice a day.
Normally takes about an hour by the time we've got everything fed. Depends on what runs out first, your air or the food. But no, we can make sure we get them all fed. We don't have to feed alone. There's two of us. Two main reasons. One is obviously for safety. And secondly, we have a lot of sharks and stingrays. So for one person just to feed all those stingrays will be very, very difficult. As you will see, it's quite chaotic. So having two there just takes the pressure off a little bit.
For Robert, this is one of the most fun parts of his job.
What we try to do is we try to obviously leverage what is our differentiating factor. And for us, that's Atlantis, and it's the underworld. And so what you see kind of the theming throughout the property in many ways, in the public space, as well as in these areas, is everything is really kind of predicated and surrounded by water and the sea.
Back in Abu Dhabi, the 40-degree heat is providing guests with a beautiful sunset. The hotel's position 200 kilometers away from the hustle and bustle of Abu Dhabi means that some guests who stay at the Qasr Al Sarab spend all their time within the confines of the hotel and its grounds. Others choose to climb the dunes that surround the hotel to watch the sunset, or make the most of their Arabian location by opting for a horse or camel trek.
We are in the stables in the valley of the Qasr Sarab, where we have our camels, and then most of the animals are in this area. So now this is the desert stable that we have implemented 7 years ago. You see the desert in a different way. It's part of the whole Arabian experience, you know. Lots of people look at Lawrence of Arabia and then they think this is the place where we're gonna be Lawrence of Arabia and ride a horse. That's why it's very important for us to have them.
It was Well who implemented the stables as part of the guest activity experience at the hotel. He felt it was integral to the overall cultural experience that guests receive when they visit.
Most of the Arab people, they used to have camels and horses, and the horses were for the luxury of the Arabs' leaders. And they represent pride, they represent honesty, they represent everything that it is more of a cultural pride that we have. We own a horse. And for them, when they bring people here and show them their horses, it's like you show me Rolls Royce. This is my horse and this is the Rolls Royce.
A small group of guests have booked a sunset trek this evening, and Activities and Recreational Manager Amro is on his way to meet them at the stables.
The camel ride, we do it as a riding with the camel for 45 to 50 minutes, and we climb the dunes. We reach almost like 180 meters to the top of the dunes, and where they can watch the sunset or the sunrise. At the same time, there's a guide going out with them, giving them some information about the landscape, the culture, how the people they used to travel on the desert using the camels, and why they choose the camels, not the horses. So there's a meaning of it.
While Amro gets them ready, back at the hotel, the restaurant staff are getting prepared for their most popular dining experience, a private sunset picnic on the dunes that a guest has booked for this evening. The sun sets quickly here, so time is of the essence if these guests are going to make the most of their sunset trek.
Travelers of these days wants to be, in a place where they get connect with nature, connect with each other, and then lose all this technology way far away from them, and then be, connected with what they do in general, being with their families or just to really relax, and that's what we do.
Back at the hotel, the guests who've booked tonight's private picnic by the dunes have arrived. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to serve one of the hotel's specialty cocktails. In Dubai, it's another busy evening at the Atlantis. Being on its own island means that guests often choose to stay and dine at one of the 24 restaurants on site. There's a wide variety of cuisines on offer, including a Chinese restaurant and an Italian restaurant by Michelin chef Giorgio Locatelli. But it's at underwater restaurant Oceano where guests can get a very different dining experience.
What makes Oceano special is you're sitting almost 30 feet below the water line, watching the fish, viewing the fish, and having really an upscale restaurant experience with fresh cuisine.
Chief concierge Richie has informed the restaurant general manager, Badr Benrian, about the request from his VIP guest.
How are you? Good afternoon. How are you?
Right.
Hi, chef.
Badr is briefing his team ahead of the busy dinner service.
Very busy night. We have a few guests on the waiting list as well. We have a top VIP coming in today. It's a last-minute booking, a very important birthday celebration. They're going to be seated on table 2. The diver will come at the same time as the oyster, around 8:30 p.m. And at that time, Rocio, please, I would like some champagne glasses at the table. All right? What is our number 1 objective? Yes. Excellent, guys. Thank you very much. Let's rock and roll. Our guests have very high expectations. We get guests who are celebrities, royalties, high net worth individuals, and they expect the best. And our standards is to go above and beyond their expectations and really blow them away.
The guest's VIP dinner is important, but it's also up to sous chef Craig Rode to make sure that every diner is made to feel special.
On average, we do anything between 65 and 75 guests a day. We don't do much more than that because we tailor to unique experiences. So our aim is to make sure when we serve a guest, it's probably something they'll remember, something memorable, something that they can hold on to or cherish whenever they leave here. So our key focus is to work with great products and also to satisfy the guests and to make sure they are extremely happy when they leave our restaurant.
Memorable moments are exactly what this restaurant is all about.
Chef!
Hey, what's up?
So what's the plan for tonight?
So the idea is to serve the croque monsieur on the clocks tonight.
It's about not only being able to offer ideas, but then it's also being able to execute upon those ideas and then following through to make sure then that you've taken this special moment and that it has actually been delivered as a special moment. I think the delivery process is the everything, because that's when the customer will then reflect back with such positive memories and positive thoughts about the property and the experience.
This will be something for them to go back on nostalgia, something for them to remember by. Whenever they can come back, they know what we did for them to remember the special birthday they're gonna have tonight.
Awesome, this looks great.
No problem.
All right.
Cool, see you later, cheers.
We help our guests celebrate the most important moments in their lives. So we have on average 2 to 3 proposals a week, birthday dinners like the one we have tonight. So it really means a lot to the guests coming and having dinner in this restaurant, and we take it very seriously. People from all over the world have an emotional attachment with Oceano. Some have got married here, some celebrated their birthdays, and in style, and we really connect with our guests on a personal and emotional level.
Tonight is especially busy in the restaurant, and Richie's guests have arrived for the birthday meal. He is totally unaware that his wife has organised a special birthday celebration. And whilst they dine, the hotel's on-site scuba divers are preparing for a big birthday surprise.
So we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. Good enough never is. So we're always out there trying to outdo ourselves. We want to break new records, reach new heights. And it's, we've just never satisfied, and that's what pushes us to do greater things.
Richie and the restaurant team have done it. The birthday surprise was a success, and the guests are happy.
It's not always, to me, about price, it's about experiences. People come to Atlantis because they want an experience that's unique.
Abu Dhabi and Dubai are the 2 most popular cities in the United Arab Emirates. The scorching year-round temperatures and extraordinary architecture attract millions of people every year. In Abu Dhabi, the Anantara Qasr Al Sarab's location, in the middle of the empty quarter desert, provides guests with a tranquil oasis far away from the city.
When you leave the hotel and take the experience that you gained from being here and learned about the culture, about the desert, and disconnected from the world again, that has a big price these days.
In contrast, those who stay at the Atlantis in Dubai can expect a hotel of magnificent proportions. Guests can not only enjoy its own aquarium and water park, they also expect a personal one-on-one service that makes this hotel one of the most iconic in the world.
You want the guests to have the intent to return. That's the everything. And you don't want them to obviously stay at other properties. So what we want to do is we want to try to find moments and opportunities to make the guest stay special.